role space, like it's probably going to eat that space character. Yeah, it ate it. But if we have role and then that, then it doesn't eat it. And if we have role and then that, and then it does eat it. But again, that's not a case where the space character actually matters. Because that's like, I don't care. I could figure out why it's doing that, but I don't think I care. Actually, do I? Hold on. What if I add more text? Is it going to eat the space character? Oh, okay, so I do care about that space character. So command equals merged texts. Why is it? No, so that's the case where we do get the space. Okay. Up to space position. Oh, it's just because we're not using space position +1. Yeah. Because if we're indexing up to the space character, we're omitting the space character. So yeah, so it's just doing that because of this. Oops, not +a, +1. Yeah. So. Oh, sorry, I missed them in the chat. Did I? Oh no, I caught most of it. Okay. Yeah. So again, like I didn't really plan on working on my command processing here, but you know, sometimes you find bugs. So roll space. Oh, it still eats it. Why is it still eating the space character? Because I do need to make it so it doesn't. Okay, well, it didn't eat the space character here. Why did it eat the space character? Okay, so it still eats the space characters when the space characters don't matter. Oh wait, now it's counting it as 7, length 7. That's not right. Uh, what? Oh, wait. No, why is it doing that? That should be in the case where space position. Oh, wait. No. If command text. Oh. Right. Because I'm adding in the space character, so it doesn't equal roll, it equals roll space, technically. So I actually want to say if command text. Oh, that's why I wasn't adding in the +1. So I'll just add it in later. Right, because it's we know it's the space character, so we don't have to index it at the +1 up front. Because if we have to check command text, yeah, okay. So where does that we set? This is where we set command text. So in this case we can do it. Again, like if we have to like do something weird about like checking like multiple like more than 2 terms, like you know if there was a third term, then we'd have to do something different. But no, for now we can just right. So this is right. We've done all of our checking of command text. So now we can just manipulate command text however we want. So this is that case, and then so right. So because we couldn't have done it up front here, when we set command text here, when we set command text wait. No, you know what? I'm just gonna say oh no. Yeah, I can just say huh. Wait, how do I No, this is the case where space position is greater than 0. So yeah, we can just say command text plus equals space character. Space character. Right? Because we know space right. So command text, do we check command text ever again after this? Because like I'm pretty sure. Oh no, we do check. We check if command text equals bonus. All right, so we have to do this. Yeah, no, we just won't worry about it. We'll just do it we'll just add it in at the end. On what condition though? No, you know what? No, I don't care. We're just gonna omit it. We just don't care about it. We just don't care about it, right? Because we don't have to care about it, right? There's no reason that we have to care about that, right? It's not like it doesn't actually change. Like as long as like the commands themselves work fine. Oh no. Okay, we do have to add in that case. Wait, it says 8. All right. Well, so okay, when we put the command text, So wait, now the command texts are never going to have space characters. So when we assemble it together again at the end, we can just put it in then. Final text equals command text plus space. Yeah, because now we know that the command texts are never going to have spaces in them. So but there's always going to be the necessity for a space between the command text and the rest of the text. So there. Ah, problem solved. What's going on over here? Oh, I'm running like a million copies of the script right now. I'm like, why does it look weird? But it was because there were like two versions of the script like stacked on top of each other, and it was like that didn't. Okay. No, cool. I like the thing I have to like the thing that I'm trying to get across to you is that it doesn't matter what you do. Like I don't mean to sound like negative, but like if no, well I'll reiterate. If you actually come up with like a way for a robot to determine whether a person is being rude and filter language in such a way that actually is conducive to like a positive experience without accidentally squelching you know, intentional language, that is extraordinary. That's not just like good job, pat yourself on the back. That's like like you are now like the leading AI researcher on the planet is what you are. So what I'm saying is like yeah, there's a million things you could do. I'm there's a million things you can do, right? And that's good and that's fine. And if you I don't know. Are you asking an actual question? Because if your question is this perfect? The answer is no. That's not perfect. Like I said, like if you come up with a perfect chat filtration, you're like that's like that is an extra human accomplishment on your part. So if you can do that, like more power to you. Good job. It's not don't expect that to happen. Don't bank on that happening. If you have a question about like you know do I prefer this like inferior system or this other inferior, and when I say inferior I just mean like not satisfactory in that you're not going to come up with a satisfactory chat filter because it's not a problem that you're going to solve. So I mean if I don't understand what your question is. Like if you have a question, like ask it. If you don't have a question, then like there's not really anything to understand. So um okay. Hey, Caron, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, okay, so the command text, whatever, we fixed it now. So now the command text is always going to have a space character, which I don't care about. I guess that's what I just don't care about. Sometimes it'll add a space character. It'll be like, here, I see you could use a space character. And that's fine, because that's at least not broken. And there's like a really obscure case that no one cares about. So, okay. So now if I say roll, it's going to add in the space character for me. Yeah, okay. And if I say roll with that, it's going to add in a space character for me. And if I say that, then it's going to keep the space character and it's going to count correctly to 12. This is 12 characters long. Yes, that seems to check out. So, excuse me. Why was I here? Oh, right, because we're adding in the archery commands. And right, started looking at this because I wanted to do the same thing basically. And so in order to do the same thing elsewhere, I had to make sure that this instance actually worked. And so the nice thing about the archery thing is that we don't have to worry about this like we don't have to worry about this repetitious occurrence. We can just do well here, I'll copy this and then so let's go up to wait no, where would it be? It would be up here. So yeah, if the length of blah 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 and doodle ding dong blazam sorry, don't mind me. So then we do all this stuff except for the stuff in here, which I think is all this stuff, right? All we have to do is we check if the space command is greater than blah blah blah, in which case wait, how are we setting? Oh, we're setting right, we set merge text in that conditional that I got rid of. Yeah, merge text equals blank. Merge text, oh no, what does merge text, merge text equals right. So this is the only case that really matters here, because in this case we're not doing any more search commands, so that if as long as the space position worked the first time, we're not going to be messing it up. So the difference though is that it's not merge text here, it's ev text. Oh wait. Is it ev text? I mean, is this the place that we're actually supposed to be doing that? Because actually it just occurred to me, for character counting, we're working with merge text because at that point we've already said for li in lines, we've already split on this. We've already split on that character. Why is it just splitting on this character? Why isn't it splitting on like that? I wonder. Oh, I guess because like they can be entered manually, and like that, if I split on the if I included the spaces, then it wouldn't account for human error. I guess, I don't know. Right. So wait. So should I do the li thing first? Oh yeah, we stripped the. Yeah. Okay. That's why we did it that way. So where do at what point in the text do I actually do the li thing? Lines equals, yeah. Lines equals. Okay. So maybe actually. Yeah. Maybe I should be doing this after that. Oh, but I do. Huh. I do the count characters thing up here. Huh. Huh. I mean, I guess it's not harmful. It'd be a redundant count characters check for the archery case. Sometimes. Which is not the worst thing, because it would just count characters and it'd come back with the exact same results again. So, that's fine. The reason we would do it after the whole, like, mergy, squishy, whatever thing is that we haven't stripped out these special characters, and maybe that's fine. No, there's no reason that we can't do it. There's no reason that we can't do this first. Yeah, because we're not counting characters. Right. Okay. So we should do it before we do the. We should do it before before the lines thing. Yeah, is what we should do. So ev text. Right. So. Oh right, I did it after that because we might have to do it again. But no, even if we do it again, right? No, count characters will handle it correctly. So. Oh yeah. Uh. Yeah, whatever. It'll seem slightly duplicative, but overall it won't be that bad. Uh, oh, and we can do it right in that conditional. So okay, yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, so ev text. So the length of ev text. So this whole chunk here. Uh, So we'll say if the length of ev text. Right. So merge text. Right. Merge text isn't a thing. Merge text is actually ev text. Wait, what? No, you jerk. So replace. I don't like that it teleports after you do find replace. Oh, pecan, yeah. Um, Pecan. I can't. I don't have time to think of anything witty. I just have to say pecan, because last time I missed my opportunity to say pecan. Yeah. Oh no, we failed to decide. Oh yeah, I forgot about that outcome. um. Uh oh. Well, I hadn't seen that. I haven't seen that outcome before. So that I did. Yeah, well, yeah. As it says in the quest text, I didn't write that event. I wrote a Protospasm wrote that, and it's rare. It's really rare that I ever actually play an event that I didn't write. So, because usually, even if I didn't write it, I still have to I still have to copy it into the game, and so I usually end up reading it as I'm copying it. But yeah. All right. Anyways, I should pay more attention to that stuff. Uh, so yeah. So this is the gap where I remove that other stuff. So if the well, okay. So you know what else though is that even if we do EV text again, it's not going to change what command text is. So command text also uh wait, we know what command text is. I guess I'm making it. Yeah, I was like, it just occurred to me like we know what command text is because like if we came in through with event type archery, we know what the command text is. But I guess I'm setting it up this way so that for other event types, which is actually a bad idea. In general, like it's a little bit like over engineering. So I probably shouldn't have done any of this. But since I've done the most of it, I will finish up. Yeah, we know what command text is. Oh, so huh. Actually, I guess if I'm being consistent, then oh no. Hmm. Yeah, no, this is fun. It's right. Okay, no, this is fine. I'll just do it this way, and this will be fun. Okay, because we find out command text the one time, and then we don't have to like re-find out what the command text is. So, because like ev text command text equals blank, and then wait, do I even need to keep track of command text? No, I don't need to keep track of command text at all. Because no, I need to keep track. I mean, I can keep track of command text uh, because then I can say for so after we do the ev text again, we can say ev text equals ev text or actually no, I guess we can just do it here. We can say ev text equals pev text indexed from the length of command text through to the end. Oh, command text. So if command text is blank, then this won't have any effect. But then if there is command text, uh, is that is that good? Um, I guess I'm gonna deactivate a bunch of this stuff and then just test if that works correctly. I just want to make sure that that is working how I expect it to be working. So I'm just gonna basically like deactivate the rest of this stuff. Uh, and just test if that works. So we'll say print ev text. Okay. So let's run this and so right. So if I say archery like potatoes, then if I say Excelsior, it'll say potatoes. Yes. Oops, I misspelled potatoes. Or did I? If I say, so that seemed to work well enough. But what about the case where, that we actually had to do the count characters thing? What then? So it comes back as 135.54, which might be correct. Who knows? And it prints. It didn't print anything that time, right? I didn't see it. It doesn't seem to have come up with, unless it printed it at the end of this. No, because this character count thing, that was because we counted characters. But then how does it not print anything? I mean, it has to, I feel like it should have to print something. Because there's just that print command there, right? It can't just not print anything. Okay. Well, it did fine there. But again, what about the case where it has to split characters? Oh, there we go. So why didn't it come out with this print last time? Oh, okay. So I actually want to do I want to trim off this space character at the start. But other than that, it seemed to work out okay. But why didn't it do that the first time? Like, why did it only do that the second time? It's creepy. I mean, it should work. Like, there's no reason it shouldn't work, but... and it does now seem to be working. Oh, except for the fact that it's still not... yeah, no, I have to strip off the first character. So the length of command text, +1? That would exceed... the length of the command text +1... No, that couldn't exceed the length of the, oh wait, could it? In a really dumb scenario, that could, like, this could cause an error in a really dumb scenario. I think it'd only cause an error in a really dumb scenario, and, like, all the rest of the scenarios would be fine. So, like, if we say, archery, potato... It's not on the clipboard anymore. Potatoes, so if we do this, this should work fine, and it should have... Oh, no, it didn't like that. What did you not like? You didn't like length of command text +1? How dare you? Need string or buffer int found? What are you talking about? Oh, command text +1. Yeah, no, it's length of command text +1. Derp. Alright. So let's try that again. So archery, potatoes. How come it always clears my clipboard? Copy, paste, 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 paste. All right, so Excelsior. So it should work fine there, and it trims off the space character. The stupid case in which it probably will crash is if the command itself is too long. So like, if instead of space potatoes, which is the name of my band, you can't use that. That one's mine. Oh, Meryl, thank you. Thank you very much. I grew it myself. Okay, I think in this case it's probably gonna crash, right? No. Oh no, it just says invalid command. Of course. Okay. So, I guess we're fine then. I guess we're fine. Because we already know that it was a valid command. We wouldn't have gotten to this point if it wasn't a valid command. And... cool. I guess. Alright. So let's, yeah. Hey, that's the new follower sounds. Meryl, thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. um, okay, so I'm gonna call that working. I'm gonna say that works. And then we'll just reactivate the rest of the stuff, I guess. Whoops, I'm supposed to go here. And, okay. So, cool. Cool, then. How did we get here? Oh, yeah, right, because we were converting... we were converting this to accommodate the archery case. And so now the text is at least accommodating the archery case correctly. And so what else do we do here that we don't? So like a lot of this stuff, like there's going to be a lot of things here that we're just not going to need to do for the archery event. There are some things that we do need to do. Like the whole event text thing, like the rest of the stuff that we do with event text, we will want to do that with event text, basically, except for the part where we add hark to it, but that happens later, so we don't have to worry about that. Um, oh no, it happens right here. Enter string. So no, hark does still get added for archery. No, yeah, no, I changed my mind. Hark does still get added actually for the yeah. Okay. Uh, so for li in lines, yeah. Uh, yes. Okay. So new event. New event equals event. New ev dot actions equal dictionary. Does new event actually equal event? Because we could just keep like one. I was gonna say we could just like keep one archery event and just keep reusing the same archery event when we needed to do archery. So like we don't need to like fabricate a new event. Um, do I care about that? I don't know if I care about that. Um, I'm just trying to think of like what's the overhead for an event. There's not that much. It's just a bit of data. Like we don't keep track of the like the event dictionary actually gets kept track of like all the player participation in an event gets tracked separately. It actually gets tracked on the player at this point. So we don't really rinse it, but it also doesn't pile up because as players like continue to play, it like stays fresh. Um, so uh, let's uh, let's just keep one event and like just one. We just need because like yeah, unlike classic type events, like the archery event is, it always uses the same action tags. Oh, participation ID. Oh, we do want different participation IDs. So we will make a new event. Yeah. Um. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So we'll make a new event. Uh, the new actions dictionary. Yeah. Okay. Sure. New ev intro equals intro string. Yeah, that's accurate. Uh, I mean, we could just do this in a different order. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I was gonna say we could just do that before we add the hark on, but nah, whatever, this is fine. Uh, Pev type, new ev. Okay, so this is where we can start splitting, because like this is only for classic. So if type equals classic, then so this is one of the things that we do in there. And then global pev adlib, yep, that's also action symbol, yep. Yeah, so this is the part where we're getting to the classic specific stuff. Yeah, like all this stuff. Okay, but then down to the participation stuff. That so down with the participation list, this is when we get back. Well, we don't have to worry about setting participation list. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, this participation stuff. This is not unique to the this is not unique to the classic, so we can take this out. We can just move it up. New ev dot participation ID. Wait, why do we only do participation if act's unique? Blah blah blah. Because we still need to do participation stuff for adlib events too. I think that was just a bug that I'd overlooked. Okay. So. Oh, Wait, what is this condition? Oh. This was. Okay. Wait, what is this filtering for? What is the else case here? There's no else case. What on earth is this conditional filtering for? I think it was supposed to be filtering for whether invalid number of action tag. Yeah, I think this is what it was supposed to be filtering for. Okay. But I mean, I guess I do kind of still want to run that check, because like maybe I should just front load this check. Because yeah, right. So the stuff that I have on the clipboard right now is like not just for classic type. But like it's true. I mean, actually, no, yeah, that was way in the wrong order, anyways. Because like if this happens, then there's no point to have created the new event, anyways. So, oh, but like we don't. Ah, whatever. We just like it just becomes a throwaway event. Is that weird? Seems weird. Maybe we should change the order there. We could just move all this the new event business. We can move it down to after all of that stuff. I mean, we should really be front loading that stuff, because this determines whether the event is even valid. Um, I mean, for starters, I'll just move this up here, just so I don't forget how it's supposed to be organized. But then, okay, because like this technically would work. It just would create like it would create oh wait, what? What is this -1 equals adlib business? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it would just create these like new events and like not do anything with them. So um, let's let's do what then? Um, hmm. Sorry, I just need to look at something real quick. I just want to make, I don't know. I've like the ever since I separated the data thread and the graphics thread, I just get paranoid that like what if the data thread crashed and I just didn't notice, and what if I don't know. I maybe I should make like a failsafe. Maybe I should make it so that the data thread sends a message to the graphics thread just like every minute. Like basically just to ping the graphics thread. And if the graphics thread doesn't get that message, like if like 2 minutes go by and none of those messages come through, then it like starts like blinking like I don't know. Like I don't really care about that as a feature per se, except I can't think like how else am I going to stop myself from like being constantly paranoid that the events are like all super broken and like I don't know. All right, so let's yeah, how am I going to change the organization of these uh because it's only like we only need to run this check. I can just move I can just move the creation of the event, right? I can just move this down below the. Oh no, but all the references to new ev, right? Like all these references to new ev. Ugh. Ah, it won't happen that often, so I just don't care about it. I think is the case there. It just won't happen that often, so I don't care about it. Um, Events don't take up that much memory, so if I accidentally create a few too many events, like if there are a few extra events, like just hang around. That's not a bad thing. I mean, I can also just delete it, right? Excuse me. I don't actually even know how to delete things in Python. It's never come up before. um, yeah. Anytime I had to delete something, I would just remove it from the dictionary. Um, yeah. Python delete, not file. Why doesn't Python release the memory when I... Wait, what? If you create a large object and delete it again, Python has probably released the memory. Don't necessarily return the memory to the operating system. I don't care. It's weird though. What's the answer here? So just del then? Sure, why not? Alright, so yeah, I guess, okay, in the case of invalid action tags, we'll just say like del new ev. Oh, although because in that case we would actually wait, what? I'm just not gonna care about it. I'm really just not gonna care about it. It would like take so long for that to actually become a problem. It's not technically tidy, but like, oh, the first time it actually matters, I'll start worrying about it, I guess, is how I'll handle that. Okay, so, so if the length of axunique research greater than 2, this is all part of the classic stuff, and that's good. This is all part of the classic stuff. So, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, this is supposed to be unindented, because this is not just classic. This is for all of them. For all the event types. Although, I do need an else case for, so like else, I do need an else if, if type equals archery, then I'll do something else. And then right, but then the rest of the stuff like oh wait, adlib. Oh, this we only have to do in the case of oh whoops. Yeah, no, we only have to do this in the case of classic. SayQ, yeah, we do see the SayQ stuff. We do the tweet stuff, pev delete, pev cleanup, yeah. Okay, so the rest of this is good. Init event, intro string, good for business. Alright. So, oh, is new ev like global? Wait, how do we actually pass the event through? Oh, cur-ev. Cur-ev is global. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there it is. Okay, just checking. So then, what do we do for archery then? We set the, so for one thing, we can populate the action tags. Yeah, what, I mean, I guess that kind of like depends on how we're going to set up the rest of like what we do with archery. So like, so we might have to come back here and change like whatever we set up here. We might have to come back and adjust it at some point. But we can start with like, we can, so the, like yeah. So what are the things that we do to new ev in here that we might need to do in a different way? So type. Oh yeah. Well, so we'll want to set the type. So new ev dot type equals archery. And did we already set the super type? No, we didn't. So we want to say, oh, we can just say type equals super type, right? Yeah, or super type equals type. New ev dot type or super type equals type, the variable that we, or the argument that we're passing in here. And then so if type equals classic, blah blah blah. This is the only reference to super type that we have in here, right? Yeah. Just checking. Okay. And then so type equals archery. We already set super type. Outside this conditional, adlib, fake, those are not real things. Adlib, action names, actions, kind of relevant, kind of not relevant. Action names, not relevant. Actions, relevant. So actions, or nuev.actions, equals, so like left, oh yeah, this is what I'm not 100% sure about. So I know left, right, and steady will be some of them. Left, right, and steady will be some of them. But then, I don't know if I want to do up and down. I might just do left, right, and steady for starters. And then I can do... Because I could add an up and down, but like it kind of breaks the whole like not more than 3 action tags per event sort of rule. It might be that just left, right, and steady is a little too simple. And I want a little more complexity, and so maybe for like non-classic events, like having like 5 or so action tags is fine. But let's see how this feels. So let's sorry, just looking at chat real quick. Okay. So yeah, this is fine for now. Actions. Oh wait, no. It's sorry. It's actually for li. Yeah. Okay. So technically, yeah. Technically, it's for I li in enumerate this list, because right, actions is a dictionary for no particular reason. In enumerate this list, then we'll say new of actions index li equals I, because we also give them an order for no particular reason either. No, there's like kind of a reason for it, but whatever. And then what else? So participation list. Yeah, sure. Participation list index new ev.participation id dot actions. Yeah, okay, so we also do that. Where's this stuff going? Down here. Wait, where? I lost track of myself. Oh, here, right here. Yeah. Oh, this is supposed to be indented. And so we also say for participation list, index new ev participation ID, index actions, index li equals 0. Why is it just always 0? It's just always 0. Why? It's just, I doubt that even needs to be a dictionary. I don't know. I use dictionaries in weird ways sometimes. I used to, at least, before I really thought about it. It was like, oh, dictionaries are easy. I'll just use those for like everything. All right. So let's we don't have to check fragments. Fragments are stupid things that no one likes. Sorry. It's kind of true though. That's like most of it. It's just setting up the actions. Like that's like a lot of this is like, other little bibs and bobs that we've added in like over time for like other features and stuff like that. Oh, max actions. Yeah, I guess max actions is 2. Huh. I wonder if there's a does left right mean anything? So like so what's going to happen is there's going to be an initial position of the bow. Oh, actions are just going to work really differently for this event. So I don't know if max actions is really even makes sense. Because like I think for these type of events, like I think left is like a valid thing. Maybe I shouldn't do that actually. Maybe I should just yeah. Well, okay, so the way it's going to work, there's going to be a starting position for the bow, and there's going to be a wind direction. And so your options are going to be left, left steady, right, right steady, or just steady. And then hypothetically, I guess left right is one of them too. I guess. I don't know what left right means. Does it just mean the same thing as steady? Steady basically means like, stay. Uh, and does left steady mean the same thing as steady left? Maybe I mean I could change it so that like no, maybe processing is just completely different here. Maybe there's no such thing as max actions because that's just completely irrelevant. Maybe you can input as many commands as you want. Maybe you can just input as many commands as you want, and I don't know. Well, we'll see. Like I said, I'll probably have to come back and change some of the stuff as I figure out like exactly how all this is going to gel. Um, so yeah, let's go down to. So what happens? A knit event, I guess, is the next thing that happens with an event. So after here, like we signal a knit event, and so let's like yeah, let's go fix that up now. Archery events are pretty simple so far. I mean, I guess the real complexity is going to come with the input processing and like how we track that data, and I don't know. For like a lot of things though, we just like don't do it. We just like skip over that. Like skip that, skip that, skip that. Don't do that. Just don't worry about that. That one's fine. Yeah. um. All right. So for a knit event, yeah. So again, this is going to be like just the what do we do, what don't we do, etc., etc. So event on equals 1. I don't know. I guess that's fine. No, I should probably skip right to event on equals 2. Oh, and like a lot of the stuff we don't have to worry about. It's not like bad necessarily. Like Gambit Dictionary doesn't do anything. Event set, that does something. Okay, so audio cue, that's good. Event set, that's fine. Gambit Dictionary is not going to hurt anything. Late Dictionary, that's good. Overtime equals false. No, I mean it's not relevant, but hey, you Edward, how's it going? Welcome. Event on. Yeah, I was thinking this should probably skip to 2, but leaving it at 1 is fine probably. Participation list 0. Yeah, sure. Intro string equals do now index 3. Yeah, that's accurate. So if do now index 2 equals 2, then blah blah blah. This is the case of a prescripted event. We don't have to schedule event mid-time. There's no event mid-time. So this will be if curev dot supertype equals classic, then we'll do this. Curev equals events next ev name. Oh, we haven't set. Okay, so wait, we have to do this first, actually. Right, because in the case of a prescriptive event, we actually haven't set what curev is yet. Yeah. So that's good. Interstring, yeah, that's always like that. And then, so cur of adlib. This we only have to do if classic. If cur of dot supertype equals classic, the adlib and the multi stuff, and then the say q put event time stuff, that is all good and well. Oh, although event time, I think this does operate differently. So maybe event duration should be I could just time it so that it actually runs for the same duration. But I was thinking it might run on slightly different timing, so I'll probably want to revisit that. For now, I'll leave it like that though. Call midtime. This is only for classic. So I'm going to move some of this stuff up to, just so I don't have to say if classic a million times, I'm just going to move this up to here. Pev create time. No, I think that's fine. Pev create time. Sure. That's fine. No, we only have to do this. No, this is good actually. No, that's actually correct. Okay. Action dictionary equals dictionary. Sure. For li and cur of actions, action dictionary li equals. Yeah, no, this is like more about like how classic works. Populating the dictionary like that. We don't actually have to. Oh, whoa. Yeah, no, we don't. We just don't have to keep track of that stuff. Yeah, because there's no like this. Unlike so like yeah, at a certain point I was like, I could have I I was like, so we could either we could either crowd play this archery where like we're all trying to control the arrow. But I think I decided like actually it's actually going to be that we're each our individual archer. So the action dictionary, like the reason we keep the compiled version of the dictionary is pretty much only for that sort of like group information, which just isn't really relevant here. So I'm just going to move this up above classic, that we initialize the action dictionary, and then we only have to set the action dictionary as such in the. I might change my mind. Depending on how we're using action dictionary, it might be easier just to populate it regardless of the event type, and then change how we handle that data. Like just leave it basically empty. Like don't bother to update it, but just like still keep it populated with things. Uh, yeah, I might change my mind on that, but we'll see. Act keys equals cur of action dot keys. Maybe not. I'm not sure about this yet because I don't know how I want this to show up. But for starters, I think I actually don't want this. So let's say this is probably classic. For li and act keys, cur ev action names dot keys. Oh yeah. So this is probably all classic. The whole action name stuff. I mean, I might want to do something with that, but like, if I do, it'll probably be very different. It might be like I have different profiles. Like, it might be for like different event super types. Like we have different positions for the action tags, and we do still use them. But it might be that we just do like something completely different. So for now, I'm going to assume that this is classic. What about this this next thing? For li and range length act names, font action. Oh yeah, this is all part of yeah, this whole new characters thing. All of this is part of all of this is part of classic, because this is all part of the action tag. This is all about like processing the action tags. So this is all classic. Yeah. Do do do. So action dictionary, and then so I'm thinking just in case it becomes relevant, I might want to make it so that the action dictionary gets like reset, or like what? No, what is it? The action names or something. Like if I don't reset the action names, is that going to cause like problems somewhere else? Okay, this middle init event stuff, like these prints were never actually relevant, so I'm going to get rid of them. Okay. Is there anything wrong with like changing the order of these operations? Like, I hope not. um, oh, act names. Yeah, no, I only send the act names message in the case of classic. Yeah, so this should be fine. Okay, so then okay, so graphics messages. We do still update event status. We might need to update like a new thing, right? Like oh, new chars probably doesn't exist. So I'll reset new chars. Wait a second. Why does new chars go with event status? Oh, wait, I'm a crazy person. No, some of this, right, no, some of this has to do with intro string. So no, so some of this actually, right, no, I'm a silly person. Okay, so a lot of that goes up here, but this actually does not. This is, right, I like it, like, I don't know, it had to do with font stuff, so I was like, oh, that's probably part of the action tag stuff. No. Nope, no. Right, this is the intro string stuff, and this we still do. Because, like, yeah, there can still be, like, new text with the archery happening. And there will be. There's intended to be. Okay. So event start time equals frame time. Yes, that's fine. If not, cur ev live and denv name. Okay, this is just teleporting. So that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Show event data equals true. I don't think I need to do that. I think this is classic. And yeah, because like again, like the event data is what shows up in this secret panel, but like again, like without the crowd playing aspect, there's nothing really to keep track of there. I mean, I could keep track of like how well players are doing, like what percentage of players are doing great, what percentage of players are doing whatever else, but when that information shows up, it's hiding other information, so I might as well just keep the other information, right? So, new characters, right, so we keep that, event start time, right, no, yeah, that was correct, the schedule insert thing, sure, that's fine. Okay, and that's all of event initialization. Okay, so yeah, so, right, the thing that I was least certain about is how I'm using the action dictionary. Like, if populating the action dictionary with the action tags was the thing that I was like, well, maybe I should do that. So let's look into that. Let's see if I'm making any false assumptions about how the action dictionary gets used. Gets reset. Global action dictionary. So this is, where are we now? This is for linking accounts. What? Why do we use the action dictionary for that? Oh, wait. Oh, right, sure. Because if you unlink or link accounts in the middle of an event, then technically, you don't count twice. You only count once. So it's just for like tidiness, I guess. So yeah, for unlinking accounts and for linking accounts. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Processing events. Processing events is going to be very different in general. So maybe this is where I should go next because, like, I basically can skip all of processing events. Right. Yeah. Right. Oh, wait. Actually, process event probably won't even get called because process event only gets called because we're showing event data. If we're not showing event data, it won't bother calling process event. Uh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I might want to double check, but so the other time that process data gets called is at event mid time and at the end of the event. We already deactivated event mid time, and so we'll just have to, yeah. So the end of the event is also going to be very different for a number of reasons. Actually, yeah. So like we schedule event mid time, what we need to schedule instead for these are going to be like the event intervals. So there's that. Right, because the way I'm planning on setting this up, there'll be not just one round of archery. There'll actually be 3 rounds. So at the start of the event, we'll schedule the first like results, and then at the end of the first results, we'll schedule the second results, and then after the end of the second results, we'll schedule the third results, and after the end of the third results, that's when we actually conclude the event. Um, so yeah, so I guess like the event is probably never going to conclude on its own. It'll conclude on the schedule, which is actually good because like I one of my goals was to like move the event system over to the scheduling system, but there are like various reasons that got hairy and yeah. Um, oh yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess I won't worry about that for now. Um, I might hmm. What do I do with the conclude event button during one of these events? Like, I think I deactivate it, or no, maybe I'll keep it as like an emergency override. Um, because like right now, if I accidentally activate an archery event when I don't mean to, like I might want to just cancel it. I try not to cancel events, but there are some situations where I it's actually less obtrusive to just cancel it and start over. So um, let's uh, let's uh, sorry, just peeking at chat. Um, all right, so let's not worry about process event for now. So where's other places that we're using action data? Oh, I'll start keeping like a jotted list of things that I should be doing. So schedule uh, archery results to repeat uh, twice. Repeat twice. If I want something to happen 3 times, it's repeating twice, right? Because it's happening once and it's repeating twice. I don't know. I think that's one of those things about language that like I want to say repeats 3 times, but it actually only repeats the second 2 times. The first time is not repeated. Maybe I'm just being like a language nerd. Okay. Influence list, append action dictionary. Yeah, this is still a process events, right? Yeah, this is all still process events. So let's go to the end of process events. Okay, player take action. This is going to be very different. So, wait, is it though? Wait, no. I think the conclusion that I came to is actually that I want to use the player take action system, and I want to set max actions to equal 2. I think that was the thing that I came to. So, yeah, I should probably do that because I'm pretty sure I meant to do that. Wait, so let's go to an event. Uh, right, because uh, uh, classic. Curve supertype classic. I feel like, yeah, I should put in L if curve. How did I make it all the way through this without putting in an alternative case for if not equal classic? But if curve dot supertype equals archery, then max curve dot max actions equals 2. Should be 3. Left right steady. Like, does that mean anything? Left right steady means about as much as left right. Because if left right means steady, I don't know. So like, okay, maybe the first action you take is the primary action, and then the second one you take is like the secondary action. So like, what would that do with a coordinate system? So let's go to a spreadsheet actually. Where is and close other tabs. So let's think about this. Yeah, okay, so the way I was thinking about it basically is that, oh, is this sheet really empty? Interesting. The way I was thinking about it, like, okay, so let's say, right, so let's say this is your current position. So this is steady, right? So actually here, I'll move over here a little more. So this is steady. Steady, so like this column is is your starting column. So if you choose steady, then oops, I didn't mean to change the text color, I meant to change the spell color. If you choose steady, you stay in your starting column. If you choose left, then left will send you wait, how do I want to depict this? Okay, wait. What if we do it? Basically, using left, right, and steady, I basically want to come up with like a way to, like, it's supposed to be kind of like a rock paper scissors sort of thing. It's not really rock paper scissors because you're playing against several like predetermined factors, the wind and like your positioning. So like so okay. So let's say each of the directional actions traverses you by 3 points. So okay, I guess I can just do this in one row. So like, so if you say steady, you go nowhere. If you say left, right, or wait, left, no, this would be right, left. Right, left, you end up here. If you say right, steady, you end up here. If you say right, you end up here. If you say, oh, so I guess technically this, another way to say this would be steady, steady left, or steady right. That would have the same effect. It would bring you there. And then, so then, steady, so then left, left, right, would bring you here. And then I guess steady left would also bring you here. And then, left steady would bring you here. And then, left would bring you here. Yeah? I mean, there's a slight duplication of, that right left and steady right would be equivalent statements, but that's not so bad. So yeah, so the other thing to consider is that you're going to have positioning and there's going to be a win factor as well. So I guess positioning will only account for like half of, positioning will probably only count for one step. Like you're going to either start like, so your positioning is either going to be in one of, And you're going to start on target, or you're going to start where's the, oh, I want it to be center aligned. Align center. Yeah, so either you're going to start on target, or you're going to start in one of either directions. But then there's going to be the wind factor as well. The wind is either going to have an influence of there's either going to be no wind, in which case there won't be any influence. So in the case that there's no wind and in the case that there's no wind and you're on target, that's the case where you want to say steady. Wait, is this all the yeah, these are all the possible combinations. These are all six. There are 9 possible inputs depending on the order and the and what you say. So like left is equivalent to left, and right is equivalent to right, and steady is equivalent to steady. And that's not actually like part of like anything that I have to set up. That's actually just part of how oh no, they're not actually. Oh, so I might have to change that because I think they're not. They're not by default. So yeah, I will want to make those equivalent statements. So actually that is good. Steady steady is even more steady than steady. Left is just as left is though. Okay, so if you get steady, or if you get centered, no wind, then steady or steady is the correct answer. If you get off center and then if you get off center and no wind, then steady right is the correct answer. If you get off center and no wind, then steady left. And if you get it in the other direction, alternately, if you get on center but with wind, then so it's basically like each of these factors have like 0, -1, or yeah, like, well, I'll call this like +1, +1, +2, +2. No, it's not a formula, you jerk. It's a quotation. I don't. Weirdo. Whatever. I can't put in the quotation of +1, or else it'll. Seriously? Thanks. Google whatever. Oh, there we go. Okay. +2. -1. -2. Wait. Oops. Comma. -2. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess to say it otherwise, format, align, center. So like, so yeah, right. So insert. Let's insert some rows up here. Oops. Stop dragging. Insert, you terrible jerk. Stop dragging and doing all this stupid stuff that no one cares about. Insert, you terrible jerk. There we go. Okay. So steady, left and right, and then steady, left and right. So this is like, so this top row is the first command that you input. Actually, I'm just gonna format align the entire document by center, because yeah. So this is basically like the first command, and this is the second. And so again, like this is this one. So this is like -2. Oh yeah. So I guess the one weird thing is that like hypothetically left. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe left actually will. Maybe left actually. No, I think programmatically it won't. Okay, so we'll just say there's a maximum variance of do I want to change it? Do I want to? Maybe I'll just. I don't know. I could try that. I could try it so that like maybe maybe left left and right right are actually valid commands, but like the way that I'm setting up like the positioning and stuff, like they're never actually useful commands. Um, oh wait a second, and actually no, I guess the way I was describing the system is actually oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so no, this illustration here doesn't actually quite work the same because like yeah, no, the system I was describing is basically that uh yeah, no, I'm not going to try and depict it this way because like should I? I mean, basically the system I was thinking of is that like a direction on its own would move you three places. However, you could kind of like damp the direction. Oh, actually, so yeah, right. So by saying like left steady, you're actually like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it exactly. Like you it's like left of its own accord would bring you all the way out here. But then like you can call steady as you're traveling left to like not travel as far left, I guess. Maybe I should ditch that and just like ditch left right and right left. Like maybe left right and right left should do basically nothing. No, having like left right do the same thing as steady left kind of makes enough sense to me. So yeah, whatever. I'll keep it this way. Maybe I'll do the right right left left thing, or maybe not. Uh, these might yeah these might be equivalent statements. They might be different. I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like left left, like that would make you go very far to the left, right? Um, so maybe yeah maybe I will try and make them span further. Although if it well so actually no you know the reason I probably don't want to make them the reason like I could make them span actually further, but like there'd be no advantageous there'd be no advantage to having them span further because there's no scenario wherein you'd actually have to move that far. Like the only time you'd ever have to move that far is if you wanted to overshoot in the wrong direction, in like the other direction. Like you start in one direction and you're like, no, I don't want to overshoot in this direction. I want to overshoot in the other direction. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Uh, yeah. So this isn't the best diagram, but I don't know how to depict it exactly. It's basically like there's like I don't know. I guess I'm trying to use like rigid like cells to depict like curved motion. So it's not really working out exactly. But so the bottom part though is correct. Like here, yeah, I'll just delete these rows because they're not helping actually. Maybe that's why it's trying to prevent me from adding those rows in. Like this will be yeah this okay. Um, yeah. So what was it? What did I come here to do? I came back to the came back this to this section because I was adding in the oh yeah the max actions equals 2. Yeah, okay, so I added that in, and oh wait, I mean while I'm here, I guess I can schedule the schedule archery results. So uh, yeah, let's say so uh, I don't think we need any additional graphics messages. I mean we kind of yeah, so we do need to send through the graphics message for like event status because that's going to be different. But all right, so event status one is what in this case? Event status oh event status is the right event status one means what phase of the event we're in. Intro string uh, new characters and then yeah, so I'm just gonna send through cur dot super type because that's like all the information we really need. And when we process so yeah so curve max actions equals 2 and then when we, so then we'll go through and like, so we'll have schedule dot append. It's gonna be a list of okay, so the time is gonna be frame time plus I don't know, like I have to figure out what this value is exactly, like how long does so like archery like round time or like round duration, and it's not even actually the round duration now that I think about it, because it's like it's just the like collection time. So like archery data duration. Uh, yeah, and then so what we're scheduling is archery data process, and do we need to? Oh, and then we'll send through the number one, because this is the first time that we're scheduling the first of these data processing, and there'll be 3 altogether. Sure. So schedule. So okay. So we scheduled it now. Now we just have to handle archery results. I guess I could do that now. I mean, I still have to do the like data handling, like process or what is it? Player take action for archery, because that's going to be different. And so I mean, sorry, I was just thinking the other thing I could do is like not like this. I could just like let players choose like no, if I instead of having max actions too, I could just let player input as many actions as they wanted. And then the thing about that is that there'd be no point in having steady, because then everything you could accomplish by just like saying like left right left right left 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 right 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 right. So yeah, no, this is fine. Mm-hmm. Maybe I mean the other thing I could do is like I could literally have it like handle events differently. I could have it yeah, I don't know. I might change my mind about that. I might like, because another thing I could do is like I could just have it like I could have it happen in data pairs, right? Like they could be separate commands. Like you could say left, left steady, like right steady, or you could say like left, left, right steady, or something. I don't know. I can't have it like I don't want it to be too sophisticated. Like I don't want it to be like so like there's systems so sophisticated that you can make for a game that doesn't play through a stream, that I don't want to for this game, because as this game does play through a stream, like it's not supposed to be about like super precise like needling of like the exact like pixel position. It's supposed to be more of like a broad stroke sort of thing. So like I might even decide that like this range is too broad. I might like, because this is a 7-point scale, right? I might just want it to be on like a 5-point scale instead, because even a 5-point scale has a lot of room for variation. I want to try 7 points though. Although, yeah, no, this is fine. This could be fun. Okay, so yeah, let's do what? Um, so we can. I'll set up handling the archery results first, I guess, and I do have to do the player take action, and actually, I guess handling archery results is like. Actually, I mean, this is basically it, right? No, I need to. I mean, this is kind of it. Like the rest of it is like details, relatively. So let's so yeah, how often are we going to process this? Or oh, should be no, it's not init. It's like no, yeah, no. This is like all right. So this yeah, there's a scheduled event that happens. Wait, what did I call it? It was like it was archery data process. Sure. All right. So schedule, et cetera. Init growth, init. So it's not going to happen as often as wait, what is this kickgm, nudgegm stuff? Oh wow, I thought I had further to scroll, but okay. So it happens less often than growth, kind of, I guess. Yeah, hide event data less often than hide event data. Wait, why is hide event data way down here? Oh, no, hide event data is supposed to go a lot higher. But yeah, this one's supposed to go around here. So elif do now now index one equals this, then right, this is where we do that. But yeah, no, hide event data. This goes. It doesn't happen more than process mid time, but it happens more than this. So, not that it makes a huge difference, but whatever. All right, archery data process. So what we have to do here is to say that. Oh yeah. Um. No, you know what? I was gonna say. I'll want to not just schedule 3 data processing events, but I'll also want like a delay between the last data process event and when TrustyBard actually says the results in chat. But I actually don't care about that um, because of the stream delay, it'll actually seem more punctual. No, it'll seem less punctual. It'll seem even too advanced. It'll seem like too far in the future. So maybe I do want it to postpone his what he says a little bit, but that's a relatively small detail, so I'll worry about that later. So archery data process, yeah. So this is the juncture at which we will figure out which players did what and send a notice over to the graphics side. So we'll say like for I don't know for like PI in player no not player set event set. What do we do? We say oh, so yeah, when we initialized the event, we were supposed to have chosen. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, interesting. Um, so we do have to send more data over with the init event, or like with the event status message that we're sending over, because we need to, on the data thread, we need to decide like what are these like what are the, like we predetermine what are these like data, like what are the wind conditions, what are the shooting conditions, and right, because that's what we have to evaluate this data against here at this point in the script. So let's say Garsh. Uh, um, so for PI in event set, I guess we can do the thing about the stuff with the like we can figure this out, because we can go over the player's action data and figure out what of these. So we'll say so for PI in event set, we'll say aim offset equals 0, and then we'll say for no, I was gonna put this together like in a special way or whatever, but no, I'll just say if so if the length of wait, I don't think players can be in the event set if they do players get I think players get removed from the event set if they if they unregister from all actions. Although I guess I could always change that too. Um, so I'll assume like everyone in the event set at least has one action. Uh, where is it that we player take action? Event set dot discard. Yeah, we discard them. Wait, why do we discard instead of remove? Because we don't know if they're in the player set, apparently. Alright, but yeah, okay, so everyone in the player set has at least one action. So, or in the event set. Wait, where was I? Yeah, okay, so right, so we can say, if, player dictionary index pi dot actions, what is it? Actions? Oh, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I think there's some data. Yeah, there's technically some data that I'm like keeping track of that. Okay, so it's, yeah, player actions data. I was gonna get rid of actions data, but I'm actually still not 100% that I'm going to get rid of actions data, so I won't get rid of it now. So if player's action, if player dictionary index pi dot actions, index 0, 0? Yeah. Oh wait, no. The first index is the oldest. Yeah, so 0. Yeah, the newer action is index 1. Okay, so if player dictionary pi dot action um, index 0 equals left. Elif elif. So because the damping effect on like some of the commands, like it's not just like strict like addition to like figure out like, okay, if the first and the second one are like this and this, then like what does the overall offset equal? So I'm actually going to special case each of these. So yeah, so left, right, and steady, and then so for each of these, we're going to say if the length of actions of player dictionary index pi dot actions is greater than 1, because every player in this set has at least one action, but not all of them have two. So if it's greater than 0, greater than 1, excuse me, then we'll run. We'll basically run the same check again, except different sort of. We don't care about this anymore. And then there's an else case here. Yeah. I guess like the elif steady, like we don't really need that. Although I might add up and down as options later, so I'll leave it open-ended for now. Okay, so if the length of player dictionary pi actions, etc., then we'll say right. So we'll do basically this for these cases as well. Right, because these all represent different outcomes as we saw on the chart. So left else. This is aim offset equals 3, or negative 3, because 3 clicks in that direction. left left would mean the same thing. Oh, right. So actually, yeah, we can that's one thing. So there's actually the duplicate cases we're not going to care about. Because I'm gonna assume they're redundant and don't actually do anything. I just don't see a need for them. Like there's not a situation wherein it would actually help anything to do those things. So, all right. So aim offset. So okay. So left steady is aim offset equals 2. Equals -2 rather. Left right is the case of aim offset equals -1, and in order to be in the player dictionary, you can't just not input an action command. If you can get a bullseye, if you're dead center and there's no wind, you can't get a you don't get credit for not saying steady. You'll get credit. But yeah. All right. So right left. This is the case of aim offset equals +1. Right steady is the case of +2. Right else is the case of +3. Steady steady left is the case of -1. Yeah, that is a true. Steady right is a case of +1, and finally. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, so I actually don't have to handle this case because it actually defaults to 0. Um. Anyway, this is fun. So yeah, okay. So I need to keep track of not just the individual players. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So now the next thing I do is well, so before this I'll say like event like outcomes equals a dictionary, and then or I'll call it like archery outcomes to be slightly less generic. Archery outcomes equals dictionary, and then so after we go through this after we figure out what the player's aim offset is, we'll say archery outcomes outcomes index aim offset archery outcomes index aim offset dot or no equals archery index or archery outcomes actually no, we're gonna have two values here, so I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna do a conditional instead. So we'll say if aim offset in archery outcomes then we'll say archery outcomes aim offset index. Oh wait, no, no, we don't keep track of multiple values here. We only keep track of a single value. Or do we keep track of influence? Like, do we really care about influence here? Oh, wait. Okay. This is where we're calculating which three shots do we show on the the target at the end of the result, at the end of the event. And I guess actually we probably want to. No, yeah. So for the okay, so actually we don't want to jump to the we don't want to jump to that yet. So actually, what we'll do is first we'll say uh oh, weird. How do we keep track of this data? We have to keep track of so like players have to keep track of their own like results kind of. Uh like basically whether they got like a nice perfect or not. And so like perfect is going to be determined by like hitting the target or hitting the bullseye. Nice is going to be determined by getting like within 2 clicks, I guess. Or maybe just within 1 click. Yeah, maybe just within 1 click. And then not is going to be anything else. All right, so what we actually have to determine is well, okay, I've been like putting it off, but I guess like I said before, I know we have to have like determined like what are the what are the archery like data values. Like we had to determine that at the start of the event. So let's say let's go back up to where we scheduled it and say so like archery um like offsets equals so it'll be random dot rand int anywhere from negative yeah, we can just go anywhere from -3 to +3 3 times over. So the graphics thread will actually get to decide like what that means. And it'll put together a wind condition and a heading accordingly. Or else I could even just like I could just do that. Actually no, I should probably do those I could just do those up front, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, because I mean, I just try and keep as much data processing off of the graphics thread as uh, as possible. So uh, yeah, how do I? Right, I mean this is pretty straightforward. So archery offsets will just be uh, random int -3 to 3, and then actually no, I could just do this the other way. I was just say like archery wins equal -2 to 2 for all of these things. Oops, I never closed the square braces, but whatever. So I can just say right, so -2 to 2, -2 to 2, -2 to 2. Oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking is that like I don't necessarily need to keep track of these as ints. I could keep track of them as floats. Um, but no, it makes more sense to run the game or run it as ints right now. If I did want to add a little bit of variation, I can do that in the graphics thread if I felt like it. No, you know what? I think the bob of the bow is going to be enough variation, so I'll probably just run the system on ints. Excuse me. All right, so archery positions, I guess, equals basically the same thing again, except this time -1 to 1, -1 to 1, and -1 to 1. Right, so then actually the archery offsets will actually be for I in range 3, archery offsets index I equal equals uh, equals archery wins index. Is this how I want to do this? Because this will actually make it statistically unlikely to get 3 or -3. But so maybe I should support left, left, and right, right. No, I don't. I don't want to reinforce that behavior because there's nothing else in the game that like actually there's nothing else in the game that actually there's actually reasons that I wouldn't want to encourage players to input the same command twice in a row because like everything else in the game that would cause like that would in fact be a detrimental behavior. Like it would be I specifically want people to avoid doing that. Like unless they know what they're doing, which yeah. All right. So but yeah, left and I guess yeah, if so it's a range right now it's a split of 7. So in order to get perfect, you have to get it dead on. But in order to get close, you only have to be off by 1. So wait, hold on. Let me just look at that again. So like, so right. So if all you ever use is left, steady, or right, then you can at least always get nice. Because like if it's right here, you just use left to get nice. If it's right here, you use steady to get nice. If it's right here, you use steady to get nice. If it's right here, you use right to get nice. Okay. So yeah, that's good actually. Yeah. But then if you understand the nuance of like how to use like how to combine commands, then you can yeah. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. Uh, okay, so yeah, archery wins index I, index I, plus, archery positions, positions, index I, yay. And then, right, so now we can determine, the player's outcomes based on their proximity to the target destination. So we need archery wins, archery positions to be like a thing. Oh, and we also need to let maybe this should be like one thing instead of like 3 separate things. Actually, no, I only have to tell the graphics thread about the wins and the positions. I don't actually have to tell them about the offsets. The offsets are like for data only. So maybe I should make this an aspect of the event. Like the events should keep track of their wins and positions and stuff. Maybe it'll be like maybe the events will keep track of like additional data. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like I don't know. I won't overthink it for now because I can always change it when I like if and when I add in more of these like alternate event types, alternate event super types. So for now, let's just like crank this out. So archery wins, archery positions, archery offsets. Those all need to be things, and yeah, I'll definitely want to. Oh no, that's what it was. It was because in order to send the data over to the yeah, how do I send the data? Okay, yeah. So it'll be so I'll make this part of the event. So the definition of an event will have event will have like I don't know, like setup data or something, and it'll just be like a list or whatever. Fred, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, I actually got a really late start today, so I've actually only been streaming for like I'm right about at the 8 hour mark, but only now. I got a really late start on the day today. I so I'm putting in a little extra time so as not to get behind. Um, all right, so yeah, so events will have setup data, and so we'll just be putting this data in the setup data for the event, and then that way, we'll always like when we pass over the event status, we'll actually always be sending over the event data as well. Um, what was it? So init event, yeah. So schedule, no, not schedule. Where's init event? Yeah. So when we Right. So when we event status, right? So we'll send over the super type, and we'll send over curtev dot what did I just call it? Status data or status? I don't remember status data. I honestly don't even recall. I think we're approaching that time of the evening when my brain is just starting to like deteriorate. But no, was it status data? No, what did I call? Event. Setup data. Derp. Okay. Okay. It's 4 in the morning where you are. All right. Well, it's not nearly that late where I am. How the heck are you hanging in there? Is the is the question. uh, yeah. Get some sleep, Fred. um. Okay. So init event. Yeah. So setup data, not status data. Okay. I am smart. Okay, so it's actually yeah. So I'm actually gonna say setup data. Set or so curtev dot setup data dot append. We're gonna add in this list, and then so then we're gonna say so it'll be wins first and then position. So curtev dot setup setup data, not just setup setup data dot append sorry, and then so right, so this is curtev setup data index 0 index I, and then curtev setup data index 1 index I. Alright, and then yeah, so then when we get event status messages, we only like this extra data over here, like we're only gonna get that in the case of I was gonna say we're only gonna get that in the case that event status is getting set to be 1, and only in the case that super type. Huh. I don't know. I'll figure out how that data gets across. I'll figure that out. Okay, so let's right. So now we have archery offsets is going to be a thing though, because why not? So let's go to where do we just declare like our variables and stuff? It's like no, not here. I mean, anywhere's fine, really. I will just put it arbitrarily here for no particular reason. Archery offsets. So. Or no, actually, sorry. Archery offsets will initialize to 0, 0, 0. Because we never actually like change the length of it or anything. We just set what each of those values are. And then okay, so now when we're processing the when we're doing like the whole what is it? I honestly don't remember what I called it. Archery data process. So now we say, oh yeah, to add to the adventure, because I'm gonna add also to the adventure a thing about them to keep track of their event outcomes. Yeah. So wait here. Archery offsets something blah blah blah. Um, but then let's go up to the definition of the adventure. uh, and so they have action data. They're also going to have event outcomes. And then so right, so self dot event. I guess I don't really have to declare this in both places, but whatever. Event outcomes equals blank, whatever. And then all right, so let's go to archery outcomes again, and archery offsets. Right. So. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, seriously? Um. Maybe I should keep track of this a different way. Because I want to be resetting it more cleanly. Oh, maybe? Yeah. Okay, how's it going? How do I handle such a gigantic file? With great care, I guess. um, I wrote the whole thing, so I know where everything is located. I mean, I don't make it easy for myself. I like shuffle things around an awful lot, but I can keep pretty well, pretty good sense of like of where things are located. Yeah, for the most part. Um, okay, yeah, yeah, I lied. I don't want to actually keep track of the event outcomes on the player, just because I want to make sure that this data is getting reset cleanly. So I guess I mean I could repurpose the event dictionary for this, and I think I might, just because it's like there anyways. Like, why not? Or like, wait, no, event dictionary. Or do I mean action dictionary? I might mean action dictionary. No, that'd be weird. Is the action dictionary? Uh, where's the init event action dictionary? Yeah, I could just use the action dictionary because I'm not going to be using the action dictionary. I don't know, maybe. That'd be a really different usage of the action dictionary. No, I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna use a different one instead, because like there's no reason to be using it for this. Uh, so yeah, no, that's crazy sauce. So right, so no, when we in an event, in the case of archery, I'm gonna say like outcomes dict. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing yet. Okay, outcomes dict equals new dictionary. Uh, and so outcomes dict. Yeah. So let's go up to archery outcomes, and we'll declare. Oh yeah, we don't declare that other places. Let's go up to archery offsets, and then we'll have outcomes dictionary equals a dictionary. Outcomes dictionary is going to mirror the event set, so we don't have to keep a separate set of like to keep track of whether players are in the dictionary or not. Um, yeah, search is vital. If I didn't have search, I probably would have to do something very different. um, all right, so uh, so what we're going to do to keep track of this data is we're going to say so for PI in event set, we're going to calculate what their offset is. We're going to so we oh, you know what, when we set up archery data process, actually I sent it through as 1, but no, it's supposed to go through as 0 the first time. It'll go through as 1 the second time and 2 the third time.